Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you with a Pokemon sales data video. Now, before we get into the sales, just a little thing. I'm surprised I haven't even mentioned it before, but for anyone that even thinks they might have had some cards in their collection that are in binders, that are like at a parent's house or whatever, please go find them. Subscriber Mr. Joe Mama, I forget the actual spelling of the name. We were just messaging on Instagram. Just found like maybe five figures worth of Pokemon cards. Like worth five. I was like, oh my god! Like they were first edition hollows, and I was like, my god! I was like, you never know what you could find. Even if there's like, I had another one of my Patreon members says like, yeah, I was going through someone's like collection. They had a weird looking Omastar. He didn't know what it was, and then it was a Masaki promo, and then goes back like a week or so later, it was gone. It's like, oh man, but we live and learn, and if you have, even if there's a 1% chance that I might have something, go check it out, because if you haven't looked at the collection in 20 years, then there's a decent chance that you're not remembering everything. I mean, maybe you are, but I think on the off chance that maybe you're not, either way, it's still cool to look at the artwork. It's still cool to like take, like it does. It takes me back every single time I have to send my cards away and liquidate some of my collection. I cry a little inside, but I was like, oh my god, this artwork. It's so good. So moving on to the data. There's really not a lot to go over today. We have Gym Heroes. We have Misty, first edition PSA 10, so for $470. We have a base set. We had a Shadowless Charizard PSA 9, and that was combined with a Skyridge Reverse Hollow. Now, this Shadowless Charizard PSA 9, it was shadow. Like, I look at it like, oh, it's Shadowless. But the label it didn't say Shadowless. The label, it just said the PSA was like unlimited. It didn't say unlimited, just, it's a Pokemon game. And the Skyridge Reverse Hollow, the label said Hollow, not Reverse Hollow. And the label also said Sky Bridge with a B in there. B for Bravo. The Shadowless was a 9. The Reverse Hollow was a 10. Now, the seller had two feedback. I'm pretty sure this... I mean, to have two messed up labels, one having a typo in it, which I've never seen before, I'm pretty sure it was fake. But it sold for $13,200 for both of them. Which the PSA 9, the Shadowless PSA 9, that's worth that by itself, not including the Reverse Hollow, which was a 10, which is at least a couple grand more. Moving on past that, we had an actual sale Charizard First Edition PSA 7, sold for $18,241. Incredible. Promos. We had a Gym Challenge Victory Medal from 2009. It was the third place. It was the bronze. PSA 10 sold for $168. And another Gym Challenge Victory Medal from 2009. First place, PSA 10, sold for $310. Then we had a Blastoise CD promo. PSA 10 sold for $480. Fossil. A couple of these in here. We had a Magneton First Edition PSA 10, sold for $670. A Lapras First Edition PSA 9, sold for $530. A little bit of uptick from yesterday, which sold for $510. Dragonite First Edition PSA 9, sold for $1250. This one, it was just like, okay, it's one bid, and then it just said sold. So it was like starting bid is whatever, is like, or best offer. Someone probably just offered from $1250. They said, okay. Hitmonlee First Edition PSA 9, sold for $316. A lot of times, usually it's good not to take the first offer. Like when I sold my Lugia, I had turned down offers for $1,300. This is my first PSA 6 with a swirl, really clean 6. I turned down a bunch of different offers for it, and finally someone was like, hey, listen, I'm a collector, and I I can't really afford like the 9, and this has a great swirl, and it's like, okay, I'll give it to you for the 15 And which again, I don't want to do, because that Lugia PSA 10 is up to over $40,000 on there, and I think that's going to get a new record price point. And as soon as it does, Lugia's will shoot through the roof. And Joe Bama, the guy I mentioned before, in his collection had a first edition T17 and a first edition Lugia. Now, I said immediately, as going through all these, like, all right, T17 and Lugia is probably worth the most. And he shows me pictures of these messages. Like, yeah, I've gotten like 200 messages in like 2 days, and most of them are for that T17 and Lugia. And I was like, oh, there is so much demand for Lugia right now. Like, you always had the T17 because there's a bunch of controversy with the 9 going from like 700 to 1,000 to 2,000, which I think is still undervalued. I think it should be probably 4 now at least, because again, you have this guy offering 17,000 for PSA 10, and nobody's taking him up. And that was before the Logan Paul bump. That was the Corona bump. Did not get the Logan Paul bump. And Lugia, all of them are so undervalued. I told you I bought another PSA 8 the other day. It was like, yeah, done buying it. So anyway, I'm going to Vamonos. I hope everyone is doing well. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I may or may not be not have a girlfriend tomorrow. If I do not, I will be doing a whole mess of things that are not good for you, and I won't have. But either way, if I do have it, then I'll be here tomorrow with Pokemon Sales Out a video, but will not be for the weekend because doing other stuff. So I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe, I don't know.